Steve, how are you doing?
I'm very good, thanks.
So we're at Classic Jets in Abingdon, this quarterly event that happens that gets the best in turbine jets.
Yes, it's a beautiful day, Good Friday, and it's very busy. Couldn't have a look around and see all the people here.
Shall we have a wander around then and have a look at some of the
cool. Let's have a look at the models.
Yeah. Come on,
right then, go. Right, so where should we start? Should we start at the end here and work at the way? Let's go.
I like the look of this. Is it an F-35?
Yeah, we've got an F-35 over there. That's Mark. Let's go and have a look. Hey Marky, how you going? How you doing?
Keep me
so
away.
This is a Dirtjet F-35.
Oh, why don't you tell us what engine's in this and what kit?
JetCat 140.
A 140?
Dirtjet kit. Flies for 8 minutes. Dirtjet undercarriage. That's about all you need to know.
Are you taking out now, Mark?
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, moving on.
Cool, right, okay, we've got here.
What else have we got?
This
Big Hawk.
A Skygate Hawk, one of the biggest production Hawks available.
What scale is this? Is this like quarter scale or?
I think it's slightly larger than quarter scale. It's the quarter scale Airworld has a quarter scale Hawk, and this is slightly bigger. So I'm not too sure what the exact. I think it's 4.5 scale. And usually most people are running them on 200 turbines.
At least,
and they fly beautifully. I think they're the most popular Hawk what people go to. They're renowned for being a really good aircraft and flying really well.
Come on then, keep going.
Okay, over here we've got a Skygate Calf Viper jet, which again is a fantastic model. If you look around, you'll probably see a lot of these on the video because they just are the choice plane
for aerobatics.
For aerobatics, and really good flying machine, very economical to put together. Against other models which are here, it's a reasonably priced jet which performs really well.
How about this? The Hawker Hunter.
This is a Tomahawk design, or Tomahawk Aviation they're known as now. This used to be my old model. I owned it about 3 years ago, and it was built and painted by a gentleman called John Cook from Jet Tech Model Building, and he's done a beautiful job of it, and it flies as good as it looks.
So kits like this, they don't come with these schemes, do they? You have to.
No, basically when you buy this, it will come as a bare white moulding, nothing inside at all, and you'll get like a small amount of ply, accessories and formers and that what go inside, and then the rest is left to you. You have an undercarriage system what comes with it, and you get like a crush tube and a few accessories, but basically all the accessories that you see here you have to add to it. So like the scale detail, you have to buy that. There's lots of accessories involved and lots of work involved in building it to the final model.
Takes a lot of skill. These aren't ARFs, are they?
It is a seriously
high-end. It's a piece of engineering to put these things together.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and that is a really. Well, I owned it, but that belongs to Tony Hooper now. He's one of the top guys in the LMA, the Large Model Association in the UK. And he's owned it and loved it, and it's really nice to see it. I haven't seen it for 3 years, and here it is. So now we're over to the future.
What is this?
What is this? Right, this is a aviation design model. It's called a Diamond, and it's amazingly futuristic. I've never flown one, but I see it fly all the time, and it looks like it's really good fun. It was quite interesting.
The great thing about this type of event, you get the full spectrum.
That's it.
You get large and small jets, you get scale, and you get aerobatic non-scale jets, don't you? So
it's like when they released it at Jet Power, everyone was like, wow. And it is a wow. It's everyone, you see it and it draws attention. It really is. It's like a flight line Ferrari kind of thing, you know.
Okay, come on then, keep going.
And then we got over to Calf again, one of the biggest manufacturers, and they do really good models. They work. They're very easy to put together.
So ultra flash.
Ultra flash, yeah. And
one-piece wing, super strong. I've got one of these.
Yep.
You can put anything from a P80 to
the
a
most
a 200.
amazing, most amazing model. Really are. Everyone seems to, everywhere you go, people choose to go to these because they're just great fun. They do everything. They just any trial they'll go for it.
How about behind you? Because
okay.
You do get the rare twin.
Yeah, and that is a
Turbine.
twin. Yeah. This is a SU27 we got over here. I've got one of these myself, and they are fantastic. Quite a lot of you need to probably give these things. You have to throw quite a large checkbook at these things, but
how big? People watching will want to know how big.
Something like this would probably cost in the region of around about 15,000 UK pounds, dollars. Probably, you'd be looking up getting close.
So
yeah, that's everything. Yeah. You
electronics.
You got basically you got the two engine cost is what ramps up the price. You got £2,000-3,000 engines in there, and then you got all the power box equipment, and then obviously you got the building. Now Calf build these painted, but they also sell these in silver, so you can paint them yourself. But the way everything's going, they're coming out more and more pre-manufactured, and it's so much easier for people to buy them and get straight into the air with them. But they are a fantastic flying machine. Just need a bigger car.
Or a van.
Yeah, or a van. Yeah,
another expense.
This is going right back to the beginning of jet flying. This is
grabbing the harpoon.
Yeah,
isn't it?
this is a harpoon. Yeah, I'm sure it's a harpoon. No, it's a hotspot.
Oh, a hotspot.
Yeah, it's a hotspot, and I remember these when I was first started model flying, and when I first started flying, it was basically when jet flying started becoming more popular that these started turning up on the scene. These were these and a plane called a Kangaroo, and now this was like the sport version of a Kangaroo. And then coming over, you got a Wizard here with Neil. Hi Neil, you're right. This is a ZN line Wizard, which Neil owns down there, and they're again a really popular model. What we're seeing around here, there's a one rounder which was flying earlier, which Jason Fletcher owns, and they are really well proved models. This one's a scale scheme one what we got here, and then obviously everyone chooses how they paint them because they come out the mould white again, and then people to take them which way.
You rarely see two that are identical.
You'd never do, no, because they're completely bespoke to people how they want them. They're not manufactured like the Calf models with a scheme. People buy them and just make up their imagination.
And another Calf model, this is the new Joker, right?
This is the Joker. This is like something. Dave, do you want to say something about the Joker to the camera?
Like what?
You want to tell everyone how amazing it is?
It is amazing. It's a new Calf Joker, smaller size, ultra flash effectively. Fits in my van and yours, Dominic, in one piece, so you don't have to take the wings off. Yeah. So that if you've only got 2 screws and you're lazy like me, you don't have to take it apart.
So wingspan is what? It's not 2 meters, is it?
No, it's 1.6.
1.6.
Yeah, it's quite small.
So engine-wise,
60 to 90 is what they recommend. This has got a jet cat 100 in it, but it's don't use full power, so it's got plenty left over. Comes with the electric retracts already installed, and Calf even make a P&P version where the servos and the wiring is done.
That's new, isn't it? P&P, so literally you have to do nothing
Receiver,
in terms of assembly.
battery, bolt turbine in.
There's no excuse. If you've got the money, you can get one and get it in the air.
And we need to shout out to Steve Houghty, who's had his for over a week and hasn't finished his P&P version.
Breaking the rules.
Breaking the rules, yeah.
They come in really good schemes as well. They've got the Swiss scheme, which is what I think, and these two are the best.
Well, Calf will do any schemes, a little bit extra, won't they?
Yes. If they do a custom scheme, obviously you have to pay for the computer work for the paint job because of the mast. But all of the ultra flash schemes are potentially possible, and obviously a colour swap where we use the same scheme to swap colours around.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Thanks very much, Dave.
Thank you.
Cool. Right then, where are we going to next?
Stand on the other side of the model so I can...
I think this is a Venom or a Vampire. I'm not too sure. I'm not clued up too much for this plane. But again, I'm not too sure the manufacturer either. It could be the Durjet, which I'm pretty confident that it is. Again, you're right there, mate. Oh, sorry. And basically, obviously, this one looks like it's been done in a custom scheme. Very forgiving aeroplane, flies really well, floats around the sky. It's a good all-rounder. It's a proper 50s classic jet, which is, you know, I love the 50s jets. I really like the way they are. You know, they just got so much character.
Why don't we finish off with your F100? Why don't you show us your F100 and the components that are in it? Because a lot of people watching won't even know what's inside.
No, that's like, this is a Calf F100.
So you can give us a tour around the basic components inside.
Right, okay, the basic components, right. Well, starting from the front, you have a power regulator. Well, basically has a gyroscopic stabilisation gadgetry in it, power regulator, and you can do loads of programming with it and everything like that.
So the important features of this, as I understand it, is you get less channels for your receiver because you're combining things together.
Yeah.
Then you've got power redundancy as well.
Yeah, you got power redundancy.
Now, why do you need power redundancy?
Well, basically, the way this system works is you've got 2 batteries going into it. It regulates the power down to 5.9 volts. So there's not too much. Everything's regulated down these cables to the servos, so we're not getting cooked out servos or anything like that. This system works really well. I've been using it, the Powerbox system, since I've been jet flying, and I know it really well now. So it's like having a mobile phone, Android or iPhone. You get used to it, and then you know it works. Yeah.
What about these Jetronics?
Right, these Jetronic valves. Now, Jetronic air systems are getting rarer and rarer on modern jets, but the air system still seems to be the preferred on these larger models, because you just see how it goes. But all of these are just basically air actuators, so they transfer the air one way or the other to the systems that you know.
You've got them all isolated, so canopy locks. The canopy is air
canopy. That's it.
Gear doors,
gear doors,
are sequenced together with the landing gear themselves.
Yeah, I've got air brake, nose gear, wheel brakes, and then you've got your air gauges. Now, this system here, these are basically the controllers for the lights. So this everything to do with your light system. So it's all a programmable setup by Unilight, and then you can just tell your lights what you want them to do: flash, flick, pulsate, or, you know, whatever way you want it to go on constantly. You just plug it into your laptop, and then just go through each channel and 1 to 8, and just tell them what you want it to do.
So Steve, how many servos in this thing?
On this we've got basically 2, 4.
Right, I'm going to go and make sure the battery's left on charge.
You've never counted them up. We're getting into double figures, aren't we?
There's 13 servos.
13 servos.
Yeah.
And fairly high torque servos.
Yeah, they're all basically all the servos in here are 35 kilo JR servos.
All running at 6 volts.
They're all running at 5.9. 6 volts. Yeah, and yeah, that's it really. It's pretty straightforward. The whole paint, the way the plane's been painted, it's been. Everything's been sourced from TaylorMade in Germany, which are like the go-to place for
paint and decals.
For paint and decals, everything. They are the one-stop shop for if you're making a scale model. And then you've got to find someone who's got the skills to apply it onto a plane. But there's plenty of them around in the UK.
Engine. You haven't told us about the engine.
Right, okay. On this plane, we've got a Kingtech 260, which is fantastic because.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can show you in the back hatch here, but there's nothing to see really because it's all hidden underneath like a carbon cowling. So, but underneath here. Right, so inside this carbon ducting is a Kingtech 260, and if you want to come around this side, we've got a. This small tank here is called a UAT.
Right.
Now this is what some people call them bubble traps. This is made by Interairco, and basically you've got your main tanks, and then it feeds to this bubble trap. Okay, and then from the bubble trap it goes to the fuel pump, and this is to stop any air bubbles potentially going into the engine, which could shut it down. Now, with the beauty of the 260 is the 300s are really large engines, and the 260 is more of a compact engine, but working out power to weight ratio, I thought it was the best solution, and it really works well in this plane. But generally, everything else on the aircraft is pretty much visible by the camera. Up the end here, you've got a light ring around the back of the cone here, which just to give it an afterburner effect. And then obviously, if you want to look at this scale paintwork here, it's been painted here to give it an effect of like burnt kind of titanium.
To emulate what was actually on the full size.
Yeah. We went to look at one which was up at Newark, just to photograph how it was, how it come out, and he got it pretty much bang on. So some people go a lot more stronger. We just kept it quite subtle, and that's it really. The only thing with the silver paint is it's a bit of a pain for fingerprints, but we're getting used to it now, and it's sort of just adding plenty of character. The more fingerprints it gets, it just sort of just blended it in. But apart from that, it's a great plane to fly actually. It weighs around about 30 kilos dry. And then obviously it takes 8 litres of fuel. It takes 8 litres of fuel.
And therefore flies for how long?
Well, I could fly it for 10 minutes quite easily, but I'm flying it 8 minutes at the moment. And I've only flown it for around about 15 flights so far. So I'm just still taking it steady and just building up the confidence with it. But at the moment it's a bit of an armchair, really happy with it, and seems to be ticking all the boxes.
Okay.
And hasn't got no nasty tendencies actually. It looks quite a bit of an animal of a plane, but really once you get it up in the air, it's a nice experience.
Steve, thanks for the tour of Abingdon Classic
Thanks very much.
Jets.
Yeah, thank you.
Fun.
Yeah, hopefully people will get a bit out of it and see what we all do. So thanks very much.
It's been good. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.